Welcome to the Dobsonian Power Day Sessions, a different live stream. Here it's 4:30 p.m. and it's a chill live stream. I will do two mods to my 8-inch Dobsonian telescope. Nice mods, kind of upgrade, if everything goes right, because I will drill and, you know, I can damage the 8-inch Dobsonian and I don't want that. I bet you don't want that too, also. And the weather is awful. Well, it's not awful, it's super hot, it's good for tourists and people go outside, but it's cloudy, it's like stormy clouds, you know, super hot, loads of hot weather, and we can't do nothing with the telescopes. It's awful. I hope at least Saturday, tonight it will be as the other nights for sure. But I hope Saturday or Sunday, if it opens, I will point my telescope, because I'm craving already. I'm starting to get those symptoms of lacking of telescope, watching the sky in real time. Hello West Coast winds, Dobsonian power, of course, always.
Dobsonian power.
Astro Womble, keeping it simple, always keeping it simple. I don't know why the previous name of this channel was Keep It Simple Astronomy, but it's still, in some devices, it's still popping that old name, but it doesn't matter, because the philosophy, the attitude here is to keep it always simple. Linux, I bet some of you just finished your lunch time or whatever. Probably in United States. Hello Salted Wasabi. Well, I decided to share this with you. It will be my afternoon now, the rest of the afternoon, to do these mods, interesting mods to the 8-inch Dobsonian. It will improve for sure the Dobsonian telescope, and I will place right here now the 8-inch that I have, and I will do from scratch live, so everything can go wrong for sure, but I hope not. 11:30 here. Okay. So you start getting hungry. Rao from Romania. Hello, Mark Parkinson. 4:30. Yeah, we have the same time zone, Greenwich. My time zone is London, which is good. Now I will open this door and I will go, because I have the telescope right in front of me, you can see. I will bring from outside, it's easier to place it here. I have all the materials here. All the materials that I have will be also in my... they are also in my website, dobsonianpower.com. In case in the future one of you want to do something similar, you have there the right links to buy the stuff that I will be using today. Get free resources and links to the gear I use at dobsonianpower.com. I will grab the telescope now. Now let's see the position. I will be working like this. Let's see. This is a small space, my studio, but we can do it all. Sometimes smaller is better. Now for the ones that have this kind of telescope, these bearings, altitude bearings, what I do is to adjust the position and barely tight the bearings so I can place it in the right position. See? Like this. I have to close because it's super warm. Now what I'm going to do, I will have to have the telescope pointing almost horizontally to avoid damaging the mirrors. Let me see. Yeah. I think like this it will be fine. Yeah. Now, the two mods I'm going to do are hold on. This is really a small space. The two mods I'm going to do are, one is this is a cardboard, a simple cardboard sheet of paper, you see, that I use here, like this. It's a light shield. And it helps with the dew. Everybody knows this. The thing is, this is... Well, I have the foam. I have the foam to do it with foam. It's better. But at the time I did with this card paper or something. Because I didn't have the foam available. And I didn't want to wait while I was waiting from Amazon. I did like this and it worked until now. It's working fine. I left an aperture here, you see, because when I move the telescope, I have to grab here with a hand to move it outside. So I leave it like this. But now, what I'm going to do is, I bought these two rolls of foam. This is huge. Each roll has 1.5 meter, so 150 centimeters. It's huge. I used something like this to my 12-inch, and I cover it all. So this is what I'm going to do. One of the mods is to cover this all, and instead of using, as I was using with a belt, like this, I use this with a belt here. To fix it, I will attach it with Velcro strap that I bought from Amazon also. You have the links at dobsonianpower.com. The best ones. And then because of that, now that I will cover it all, this is very nice for the night with the moon, bright moon. It helps a lot to improve the image. So I decided to cover it all, as I did already in my 12-inch. You didn't see because I did it without a live stream. but now I will not have that space to move the telescope. So I will drill this handle here to move the telescope. Now, this handle, which links you have at dobsonianpower.com, these handles, it's a pair of handles. They are super good for the rocker. I have them here. You see? You can see at the bottom here. One of each side of the rocker. It's very, very good. And I love this model because it's not expensive. It's super inexpensive. And it's large. You can place your hand, look, like this. Look, one hand, and it has loads of space. And your fingers during the night, it's very, very comfortable to work with this and the rocker. Then I place this at my 12-inch, and now I will place here to allow me to move. It was not needed in the 8-inch, but as I will cover everything, I like the result in the 12-inch. So I will do the same in this 8-inch. The reason I chose, because some of you know, many of you know, that usually there are some models of Dobsonians that come already with a handle, but not like this. Like a ball, no? That you grab with a hand. It's very easy to grab and you move. The reason I use this is because I like them, are more comfortable to use, especially for my wife and kids to move the telescope, and they have 2 points of attachment. These ones have one hole here, one at the top and another at the bottom. So having 2 points here with 2 screws, it will distribute the weight better. I'm not saying that using just one screw and one handle with a ball, it will damage the telescope. But for instance, in the 12-inch, it's so large, the tube, that it can bend if we push stronger, with more strength. So I decided to use this one with 2 drills. If you will drill, you can drill 1, you can drill 2. So it's not a problem at all, and it will be better. I like a lot. You can't see here my result with a 12-inch, but it's very nice. Especially with a 12-inch, it will be very nice. I wonder why I didn't do this before. Because it's a good upgrade. See? Like this. So I will have to drill. Now to drill, I will use a driller, of course, but I will point the telescope almost horizontally. First, the challenge is to avoid the debris to go through the tube. They are very harmful, this kind of debris of this metal, for the mirrors. If they stuck there and we don't see them, they are so thin. So the challenge is to drill without damaging any mirror and without spreading the debris, and also drilling well, not having to drill a lot. Now, to finish the job, I will use something I bought, which is a box of you have the links also in dobsonianpower.com. A box of black nuts, screws and washers. Washers I will not use, but the black screws, and they are hexagonal. I don't like very much hexagonal screws, but from this size and black, it was the best choice. And I will use black to avoid any reflection of any photon that came from the sky at night into my telescopes. I want everything pitch black. So to avoid that, you can use any screw, but I prefer to use everything black, so no reflections at all. I will not use washers. I have good washers, locking washers, but they are black, but they are not matte. They are a bit bright, and some reflections may occur. So you see, the stuff that we do when the weather is not good and we start thinking in our telescopes. Let me see the chat and drink a bit of water. And say salted wasabi. I'm very interested in this. Let's see what I think I can apply on my 8-inch Dob as well. In other words, what I have the courage to do. Yeah, this is a bit to dismount that myth. Many people, I see many people, many people afraid to touch the Dobsonians, and in different situations, even to wash the mirrors, which is a thing that sometimes you should do. And there's loads of myths around it, and that's no big deal. Of course, this that I'm going to do, it's right for that. Let's see what I think I can apply. So you watch what I'm doing, and some of it you can apply or not. This is the way I was doing, this is the way I will do now. I have the reasons to do that because of the bright moon. And during the live streams, I noticed the last live streams we had a difference, a huge difference, using the light shield with the moon. The trade-off is it gets even more sensitive to the wind, the Dobsonian. "5:30. Random things. Are you in Spain or? Too loco. Does it have a support plate on the inside? If not, I would have large washers bent to the circumference of the tube. Do it doesn't distort the tube, and install them on the inside. It will not distort. I tested with because it has 2 points. I moved the 12-inch a lot with it, and it's very stiff, and it will not distort. There are 2 points of attachment, and it's very... With one, I don't know. I think it was the reason. Yes, it was. Well, I'm not fooling myself. It was the reason that why I didn't do this mod before. It was that that fear of bending the tube. I don't want to bend the tube. But in this case, it will not. Besides, this is even smaller, the 8-inch. It's even... The 12-inch will be the worst one. If you have a magnet, put it on the inside near where you are drilling. So, yes, the magnet, I don't have it... yes, I have the purse with the magnets to balance my 12-inch, but I will not use it for that. The thing is, the debris will be very small. And if we have, hopefully, if we have the position of the telescope, I drilled a lot already, telescope tubes. So if you have the telescope horizontally, it will not spread a lot. And then I will clean with a wet tissue from those, you will see, those wet tissues that we use with the babies, for instance. I use a lot of that stuff. Not because I have babies, but because they are very useful. Hey, New Jersey! Why at the end? I put a strap on the middle around the center of weight of the telescope. Because it will be much more easier, you will see, with a strap here. And I can take it and place it. It will not move. And it weighs nothing. Wow. This strap weighs nothing, and the foam that I'm going to use weighs nothing. This is super light, look. See? And there are two rolls here. Super light, look. This is super light. The difference is if you use those, but those light shields are for Schmidt cast grains, I think. They have the Schmidt cast grains have some made of aluminum. I don't like those. And then you see at the middle it will be so large. No. No. Hey, Hayton. Hello, Madzif. Just saw your picture in the community pictures. Very nice. Your life stacking picture. It will be promising that those nebulae will fulfill our eyes of good pictures this summer. And now with some of you with new telescopes, new Newtonians, people with Dobsonians, new people on the astronomy here. Oh, it's so hot here. It's like stormy weather. Okay, so first things first. The marker. I'm working in 2 by 2 meters, square meters. 4 square meters, more or less. So, let me just simulate. First. Yeah, it will be at the same position of the 12-inch. Not centered, a bit here, but first I will place the straps. And I will have to cut them. See, this is a different live stream. If you don't have nothing to do, stick with us. At least you are with people that enjoy the same of you. I use black craft paper and magnets for my light shelf. Think foam might be better. Foam is good because it's matte, it doesn't reflect at all, and it's very light. This is so light, the foam, and so inexpensive that I love it. I use it in everything. And it's a kind of material, the EVA foam, which helps a lot to delay the dew. By its characteristics, it seems like it sucks the dew, and the inside it's always dry. That's why I didn't place yet, I think I will not need, a dew heater on the secondary mirror. First the straps. Let's see. And as we will have bad weather here tonight, I wanted so much to live stream, to watch the sky. And some planetary nebulae. I have the 2x Barlow still inserted in the 12-inch, but let me see the weather. I'm always hoping, but first the dust. Yeah, we are dusty. These clouds and Saturday will be no dust. Okay, no dust. Dust not a problem. It's the clouds now. Always something. You see clouds at night, clouds. They don't have strong clouds, but they have clouds every night, so it will depend. You see the satellite. They are very annoying clouds. You see, like spread it, look at this. Like a blank sheet of clouds. Spread it all over the place. We'll see. I wanted to stream. I took the chance to do the interview to the Dwarf Lab team. Did you see it? It was very nice, no? Something different. Once in a while. Ah, no. No, I can do... I thought in that, Rao. No, yes, you are right. About the position, of course. The handle... This handle I will place, it's for the movement. I will tell you one thing. I have wife and kids. Small children. And when they are watching with the 8-inch, the 8-inch is very nice for them to watch because they can move it better. And when they are, I noticed that when they are, my wife or the kids, we use the hand in the tube to move the telescope. But then you and me, instinctively, we take off the hand and watch without touching the telescope, right? We watch through the eyepiece and so on. But they don't do that. They leave the hand there. And it's always there, the end. It's natural on them. So this way I will try to get them used to use the handle. That's why this. And this is light. This seems it's metal, it's aluminum. So it's very light. And it's very light. Just that. So about that, I thought later in the future, maybe I do that for the 8-inch. But with this that I have here, it's working so fine, this belt here, with a foam here also. I don't know. One day if I do, will be here. I will not do that in the 12-inch. There will be too much for 2 screws, because with a belt, notice that the belt, when we grab the telescope, the physics, the pressure will be spread it for a large area of the tube, but the weight of the telescope. But when you rely on 2 screws, it will be hard. I will do, in that case, I will do as he was suggesting, placing a plate inside. Maybe you were suggesting that, thinking that I was using the handle to grab the telescope. It's not to grab the telescope. This handle will be just to move, slightly move, like this. You see, up and down, left and right. Not to grab the telescope, not to hold the telescope. But this could be used here without problems, I think. Not in the 12-inch, it's too heavy. Jurish Gaming. Go to dobsonianpower.com. Look. You open dobsonianpower.com. Dobsonianpower.com. Right on the home page, you scroll down and there's a section here with loads of stuff, accessories that I use. Okay, you have filters, everything here. Sorry. Here, you see you have my laptop, the cables I use to connect the cameras, 10 meters cables also, that work. I have only good stuff here that I use. And here you have the Velcro strips, the foam. This is a link for just one roll. I bought 2, but you can buy only 1. It's cheaper. About $8 or something. It's very cheap. And the handles here that I use. Now they are not in stock, but I left like this because you can see the measures. I suggest always large ones because they are much more comfortable for the fingers and the hand. And even the nuts, the black nuts, I have them here. I have the link to open in the same page, but I will change that. I'm doing my afternoon live exactly as I was not with you. The difference is I'm more comfortable because I have your company. Let me change this. So the screws. Open a new tab. Open a new tab. Let me see if it's done. I have everything here. Everything that matters. Even the collimation tool, the Dobsonian software. And they are affiliate links, but only from things that I like and use. Yes, it's opening. And the foam. Open a new tab. You see the foam? Black one. The thickness, I use the 2 millimeters in everything. It's not so expensive. Well, the difference is not too much, one buck. But I think it's enough because we don't want. You will see now. We don't want this exactly. We want this a bit open. Like not like this, but a bit like this. Just a bit, an angle. You see? To avoid any obstruction. That's all. And it lasts long. It lasts forever. It's very nice. Yeah, the weather all over the place. It's so annoying to us, but it has to be like that. Remember that when it will be good, we will have more, I don't know, more happiness. Ah, did you like it, Linux? Yeah, it's a different thing. I remember to give them... I like the human part of the things. I don't like to... a company is a company and a logo. I like to know, you know, to know what's behind, what kind of people it's behind. And I noticed that they were good people. And it was a shame not showing that to the world, to the customers. The customers were buying to a Chinese logo. It's the reality. And now they can say that they saw the girl and Jean and the guy from the software. They are very young. Its name. And it's time for when we contact Chinese corporations, they answer us with Occidental names, usually. And it's a common practice. And this company was doing the same. When you receive an email from Dwarf Lab and you see signed by Grace, it's her, it's the girl. But she's not Grace. She's Jean. And it's time, we are on the 21st century. And it's time, once for all, that we start breaking those walls between continents and countries and cultures, so that we can move on as a whole humanity. I think like that. So I told them, Grace, tell your name. Don't you mind to do the interview, to present you with your real name? What's the problem? Because it's Chinese. You see, people talk about now as a trend of discrimination and stuff, but in reality, in the day by day, they act like that. It's a paradigm. I wish you good weather. It's natural. I was one of those skeptic dwarf is a scam, customers got robbed and content created. It's natural. I truly understand that. After seeing the interview, it changed my mind. I may end up or you don't have one. It's so natural because we are used. It's natural. We are used to companies that, you know, Chinese companies. They are not scam, but we buy things from them, and they are trying to scam us at the end. We buy two products, they come different. That's why I like Amazon. Look, I bought some headphones. Yesterday arrived. I test them to watch television. Just watch television. They were fine, but they didn't. The Bluetooth couldn't stand with my Samsung TV. After 20 minutes, fall. And I returned. Today, I was having my lunch, and the guy came here to my home, the courier, to pick up the headphones. And meanwhile, I bought another one because I trust Amazon. The moment I returned, I didn't receive the money yet, but the moment I returned, I bought different ones, and they arrived now. I have them here. So I love this kind of service from Amazon. I have no partnership with them. I have affiliate links only. Okay, let's open this. And sometimes I prefer to pay $2 or $3 more bucks. In the past, here on Europe, we could buy from China much cheaper. But now they have a system. Europe has a system that, and I think United States the same, that they pay the taxes to the governments. So that's why everything is more expensive now from China. Let me take the tape. But it's and those guys that work bad are damaging their own country. Because then we have Amazon, which is a premium service. Well, I have Amazon Premium. I don't know if that matters. Now, I will place... This has two sides. One, it's like soft, and another one, it's like harsh, with these things that will attach. I will place the softer one here to avoid my kids to touch, and it doesn't hurt, but it's uncomfortable. So I'm doing this, thinking in them also. Because the 8 inch is a telescope that they use also. It's very good. The 8 inch is very, very nice too. So to Loco, I'm glad that you saw their face and you think different now. I thought it was important for them to... My Celestron 8-inch Dob has two handles on it. One is towards the aperture for guiding. That's right what I'm going to do. Place one for guiding. The new StarSense from Celestron, they all have. What do you mean, a good mount? Be aware that a good mount for you may be different that a good mount for me, may be different a good mount for Astrocade. For instance, it's here. Hello, Astrocade. A good is a term that... what's a good mount? Do you do only visual? A good mount is a Dobsonian mount. Do you do only... Are you going to do only astrophotography? It's not a good mount for you. Are you doing EAA? Dobsonian is a good mount. If you do EAA and visual like I do, it's a good mount. You will strictly do EAA, you prefer an equatorial mount. Everything is relative. And we are different. Even you in our community, we have different... I know you. We have different goals. And that's okay, but that's okay. Even Madzif, that it's an astrophotography guy, did a live stack and posted it on the... a very nice one, on the community pictures. Well, on the Discord. Yeah. Hello, Matt Tone. How are you? War Clement. Hello, Pedro. And if you are working, it's a break in the work. Have a break. I blame my country for that. America runs around pretending we are better than everyone, and we are far from it. It's true, it's a cultural thing. And they in the movies, using the cinema, it was a story that was told along the time. It's very, very important for us to start to think that, of course, United States of America are in the top of many things. That's a fact. We can't deny. But they are not in other things. If we start comparing with China, with Europe, and so on. So the best way to do or to go is through a path of unification. Once for all, but we are far away from that, unfortunately. It's only for... oh, they are like the magician. They show one hand, but with the other hand, they do the trick. How does Equatorial Platform track parts of the sky? Is it connected to a software? No, it just track. You place it, all of this with a rocker over the Equatorial Platform right there. You connect the platform and it starts moving. About half an hour you can do visual. For visual it's just like that. If you want to use a camera, you have to use software. It's very nice. Actually now I use more with a camera than visual. Much more. Yeah. A good tracker. Thank you, Pedro. Of course, we all have a break. Remember, it was just for members. I do live streams. I will do in the next full moon or bad weather. The period. I will do another live stream just for members, breaking down the sequencer of SharpCap again, testing raw sequences, and then in the first one I did, it was a girl there that is a channel member and on Discord also. And she was working during the live stream, and she pops on the screen, but without talking, and then she say goodbye, and then... Look, I work from my 17. I remember I work in big companies that more than a half of the people there was pretending that were working. If you look, you think, oh, they work a lot, and they were doing nothing. It's like squeezing a an orange, but a dry orange, you see? You see a beautiful orange, you squeeze, and no juice? Exactly like that. So there's nothing wrong to have a break. As the aliens. It's the AI, it's in America, controlling the world. Behind the politicians. I have an 18-inch Dobsonian ZW224 and use Sharp Cap Pro, but I can't to get more than 1 or 2 stars at a time. How is that? When I view in the field of view. When I view with the eyepiece, I can see loads. What am I do? You are doing wrong. It's the settings that you are using. You have to do the adjustments in the software. Watch my live streams. I do those adjustments. Watch what I use as a gain, as an exposure. When I'm searching objects, I adjust the software to make the stars pop and the objects. But then when I do the live stack, I reset everything and the stars disappear. They seem they disappear, but they are there. As you use 224 as a smaller field of view, you will see less stars. If you use a Barlow on the top of it, you will see much less. Sometimes only 1. It follows the planet, yes. The planet or everything in the sky. If you point there. It's very, very nice. Yeah, 8 inch is always a good choice. 10 inch is a better choice. It depends. Yes, you see? Adam, thank you. Gain and exposure. Usually, if you increase the gain, you can crank it to the top just to search the objects and see the stars. And then you get relaxed and then you crank down again. Find your gain, I don't know, the 224, maybe push it to 400, maybe. Depends on your sky. And then use only like 2-second exposures to... If it's for planets, you have to crank it down, the exposure. Also the histogram, it depends what he is doing. It's a kind of hard to... We are speculating over it. A 10 inch is very nice. 10 inch and it's not too heavy as a 12 inch, so it's very nice in terms of portability inside the house. You don't have to grab so much weight. Which telescope is good for beginners? A reflector or refractor in a budget for a... I prefer the reflector because it allows you to go deeper in the sky. Small and faint objects. Hey Astrothib, thank you. Gift 5 Dobsonian Power memberships. We are loads of members now, very nice. And you are helping a lot. Of course some of them then cancel, but some of them stay, which I appreciate a lot.
Thank you.
Welcome to the new members of this beautiful Dobsonian Power channel. I'm relaxing a bit before drilling. That's encrypted message. Yes, hit the likes please. If you like this kind of content, remember to subscribe and hit the notification bell to stay up to date with videos and live streams. Antonio Cortez, did you have done a solar video using the King? The King is the... well, it's this telescope.
The King.
Wow, this was loud. Do you have any plans on doing that in the near future? Not with a 12-inch, no. Because I have a great filter, a solar filter, very inexpensive, and to me, still comparing with other filters that people do, white filters for the sun, and this is amazing. It fits perfectly here. You have to see, if you want to do a solar filter for an 8-inch, you gotta see that video. Do that the same way for the 12-inch. Look, the sheet that I used was a 10-inch sheet for this 8-inch. To buy one to the 12-inch, a larger one, and then a larger holder to the mold to the 12-inch, it will not add too much. Because with this 8-inch I can see already very well the sun and the sunspots. If I could do something DIY to watch the flares of the sun, but I can't. It's too expensive, and in my opinion isn't worth it to do with the H-alpha, and you know, to upgrade to watch the flares of the sun with a Dobsonian. I think it's not worth it right now. May change in the future, I don't know. But no. But you can do the same way as I did, but you need a larger sheet of paper, of filter. And they are more inexpensive. Raw is right. No, I don't know. I'm still. You can't see because it's overexposed. But it's cloudy. It's like gray, you know. It's everything. We have sun, but it's gray. It's not that sun. It's good for the tourists to go to the beach, and you're welcome, HyperX. Okay, let's see. Pseudo. You don't use a Barlow. I did buy a focal reducer, hoping maybe more field of view, but have trouble focusing. Ah. Because you probably don't have... you have to place... I have videos about that. You have to place the focal reducer near the camera. The back focus, it's not a 55 millimeters. You place it right. Rao knows very well to do that. He did it. Join us on Discord. You have there the information, and if you don't find it, Rao has a good conversation about that there. With pictures, the things he did. If you don't find, you ask there and we help you. To participate in the community pictures, just join us on Discord and post your pictures there. It's free and you get much more engaged with the Dobsonian Power community. Right, that you see? Well, let's move on to do the marks, because I'm hoping at the end of this afternoon to have my car fixed. One of my cars were with problems, mechanics, and now they are fixing it, and they don't know if they can finish today yet, or only because it will be holiday here, the Labor Day, 1 of May, the 1st of May, so only on Thursday. No, Tuesday. On Tuesday. But let's see. But I'm using the phone as a camera, and it's if he calls me, I don't know. Okay, the handle. No, first the straps. Soft ones. Okay, I don't want to mess with the screws. I will place them below the adjustment screws. I like to have always screws unblocked from anything, unobstructed. Whoa. An accident. I have to be careful because these straps are so strong, the glue. They are not very strong. I will measure. It's the focuser. Now I will drill. Then I will do the... I want to place this first because of the drilling points. See the measure. 3.2 millimeters. Is it? The screws. Hexagonal. And 2 and the drill. It's the same size. Yeah, it's this size. And the nuts. And if I take too long, at least the drilling part and the handle, I want to finish live. Nuts. Washers I don't want. M4. This is M4 that I'm using. M4. And M4. M4, N3. M4 is the most used measurement in the Dobs. The collimation knobs of the secondary. Now let's connect the drill. And now it comes the hard part. So far so good. Let's place the... So far so good. Now, I will avoid problems with the baby tissues. I always have this on hand. Take the cap. Oof, I will have to lay down on the floor. No, I have to mark first. Put the marks. I think it looks good. looks vertical. Well, let's drill this. Oh god. Oh god. How can I drill? I will have to lay down on the floor. I will lay down on the floor. I will do, by precaution, I will do something first very nice. I will mark with a manual drill. Then it's easier to drill with a machine. This is all manual. For thinner metal parts we can use it, but this one is too much. But it will allow the driller to be more precise. Otherwise it may slip. Okay. Let's go to the floor again. Okay, the holes are done. Now I will use this to clean. Now, I will use this, I don't know the name in English, to scratch the surface. Just a bit, otherwise it will take off the black, and we don't want that. That's fine. Another tissue. It's fine. Now let's see if the holes are well made. Yes, they are. It's going fine. For once in a live stream. Now, very carefully. Insert the screw. I think I used the wrong measure. Yeah. Let me see if another kind of screw. But I want these ones. These ones are stronger. Was not the right measure. Now what? I have to drill again? With a larger one? But I did it so well in the 12-inch. Yeah, I used the wrong one. I will have to repeat. Just a bit more. This one was 3.2 and now I'm using 3.5. That's the right one. Oh god. Okay. Fine. No big deal. No big deal. Says Oxize, in a few weeks we get vacation money from the government. You will have elections this year. You are in the United States, no? Now. Next year. Now it's well, it was in Finland. It will be in Spain. Okay, let's do it again. The handle, the screw, one of them, like this, and the nuts. Not working yet. Come on. I don't know what I'm doing with the drill, with the measures. 4. Has to be 4. 4 millimeters. Not yet. Yeah, I know, sometimes I'm a bit silly. If I'm using M4 screws, should be 4. No? It's silly from my part. Try to fit 4 M4 screws in 3.5. No debris. Third time, this will be. Yeah. There has to be something wrong, always. Otherwise it will not be a live stream. Okay, when it's done, this part we have to be cautious. We don't want the nuts to fall. Okay. Feeling the screw carefully. It is very, very dangerous. I can damage the mirror now. And it's not screwing. Oh god, come on. It's not screwing. Okay. Okay. Without touching the secondary mirror. And now another very dangerous, even more dangerous part. Will be to use this and this inside. And I want this very well tight. Not this one. Now the other one at the bottom. More difficult. Okay, it's done. Now I can move me, my wife and my kids. See? Much easier. Box size Bogdan HEQ 5 Pro and Rowan Belt Mod Petrus at Petrus AstroArt. AstroArt is very nice, by the way. This show is sponsored by AstroArt Finland, your astronomical partner. And if you have any problem or something, they are very, very supportive. That's how the companies should be. Not treating us as numbers. So first part is done. Hello Fernando. Yes, the first upgrade is done. Was this? Let me put the cap on. No, I will first. And then this. I don't want the other one, the foam one, larger than this. Higher than this. Otherwise it's too much. And you see, we have, it's not like this. You have a bit of angle. Then when close, the both sides will not be like this. Will be like this, you see? Well, this one will not be used. Not like this on vertical, will be slightly adjusted to have an angle and capture all the photons without any obstruction. Let's see if the mechanic called me. This will be my model. Yes, a nice upgrade. I did it in the 12-inch and it was very nice to have it, to have this. Now I will place the shield here. The shield is very important to protect from straight light. And I don't have much straight light. I have when the moon is on. It's bright, it's on. Yeah. But the shield will be huge. I don't have that problem to store. I have it like this. All of them. I have 1, 2, 3. The Virtuoso also has one now. I have one inside the others, like the Russian dolls, you know? One inside the other. Those Russian typical dolls. Now I just have to cut, it's the easiest part. But it's a good idea. That one, but I think I will not do that. No, it will be too large, and I have the magnets. I use magnets here also. You see? These, look. See? Just a bit off balance. There's a magnet inside, only one. I didn't want to use it for the debris drilling, because then they get stuck and it's a cumbersome. Now I will just cut this size with the remember, for the ones that don't know, we have these rolls and everything at Dobsonianpower.com. Get free resources and links to the gear I use at Dobsonianpower.com. The shields are made of simply foam. You have the links there for the right ones. I bought two, but you have the links. The link to buy only one. It's cheaper. I think $8 or something. It is very nice. Very, very nice for many things. Protect from dew. See? A roll. 150 centimeters. So 1.5 meters. It's enough. And it's very easy to work with. It's like the kids at the school. It's so light. Now I cut for the 8-inch, I will measure it. I cut a bit in excess for the... I prefer like that. It has 80, exactly 80 centimeters. 80. Which means almost 31.5 inches. It's the measurement for the diameter. The diameter, no, the perimeter. And now I will want the same measure of this one. I don't want to... Well, actually... Well... I may leave it like this, and then... I will have to cut here at the focuser to fit here, and here at the screws, these knobs here, probably, or not, and place the strap in the foam, but I will do it later. The worst part is done, and this is only to attach this, the other side, the other strip, and to make cuts. And probably I will not cut here, because it will cover. I will have to cut only here. but this is very easy to do. Well, I can do it now. Let me see. If I do like this. Yeah, probably it's too much. Yeah, I will do this. I will mark. To know the position of the strip or something. Now this. This is better to do not as I'm doing at the flat surface. But as I'm doing live. Let's see. It works. Yeah, this over a flat surface will be easier, but doesn't have to be super precise. Actually, at the end, it has to have some lack of precision in order for this to stay at a good position. So that's fine. Okay. It doesn't have to have a millimetrical precision. Now I will have to cut to fit the focuser. Oh god, this is all. And it's much easier, any one of you that does this at home, because you will not be live as I am, with a small space here. You do this over a flat surface like a table or something. Much easier, but I want to show. Because I know, even that you know how to do these things, I know that there's people that struggle with this kind of stuff. And if they see someone like me doing it in real time, they will have the comfort to do that by themselves. Because they know that now they know, watching the replay, that this is not a big deal. Actually, it's very funny to do. The Dobsonians have loads of stuff that we can do. You know, upgrades and to improve our comfort during the observations. It's another thing that the Dobsonians have that the others don't. The others have cables and more cables and more cables. We have interesting manual things to do. And the interesting thing is that you can do it differently. Look what I did. You can do it differently at your taste. You don't need to do exactly as I do. Let me check if the mechanics called me already. I think they didn't call me. I think I will have the other car ready only next week. But I will call them. Now, cut this. I do all of this roughly, you see. I don't need to be with precision. Yeah, I will leave it like this with the screws covered. The knobs will not hurt. I will adjust here, cut a bit here. Because of the finder. Looks good. Hello, David. I use 2 millimeters. Secret Steel Observatory. I use still 2 millimeters. That's enough, and it's... You see? Look. It doesn't change the position. I know because I'm using for a long time at the 12 inch and it works fine. It doesn't bend anything. I just don't want... I don't know... I may cut a bit here at the top because I don't want this too high. But it's because of the wind. Now, you want this to finish like this. You see? Has a slight inclination outwards. So you have absolutely zero obstruction here to the photons. Because the circle, the inner circle of the two is smaller than this perimeter. What I do is just a small... I cut a small union. Because we have to think also that we will take it off sometimes. If you want. So I cut two of the tapes, you see, they are connected to place here in the junction. So I can preserve this inclination, if you know what I mean. If I just place a bit of strip, Velcro strip here, now I take the papers, like this. In the both with the glue exposed now. It's with the glue, you see. It's easier thing. And I place at the top more or less. Do like this. So every time I attach it like this, you don't need more than this. It will preserve this larger perimeter. I make sure every time I place this, even in the dark, I know this measure, it will stick, you see now? When I take it off and when I place it again, it will be a bit open. Here we don't need, because it has along the tube, and that's it. I will cut it a bit. Let me see. Or maybe not. I will try like this. Too large. Too height. Oh, but it's so black. I love it. But the problem is the wind, the trade-off. We'll see. We'll see. This protects very well from the bright moon that soon will be here. How's the moon now? Let me see the weather. it's still good. The size of the moon. But it will be brighter and brighter until the full moon. I think it's this. Let me see. Moon. Do you know any site to watch the moon? I have an application, but it's on the phone. Moon phase. Now. %58%, yes. It's already almost 60% illuminated, so that means this is the last good week, and then we have the full moon, and we probably will do the members only live stream that time. And the weather still a mess, but tomorrow, now they refresh it. Now that I don't have on Sunday, maybe tomorrow it's better. We'll see. I wish I could do the live stream watching the sky with you tomorrow, because Saturday is always better. People don't have to work. A cone shape is that, Dave. Thank you. It's my English. Lack of vocabulary. Cone shape. Write that. The right words. Yes, I will not quote. This is pitch black. Inside, you know, I have in all my Dobs, in the opposite direction of the focuser, which means here, inside, I have a sheet of paper, a sticker, that does the job. It's enough. And you have it on Amazon. It's enough. We don't need at the sides of all the tube, in my opinion. And it's cheaper like this. Is GTI tracking better than Equatorial Platform? Already have an 8-inch Skywatcher. If you already have an 8-inch Skywatcher, I will... Virtua? What do you mean? Virtuoso? GTI? That depends a lot on you. Because if it was me, and actually I did it, if I have the 8-inch, the Equatorial Platform will complete the setup. You will have your 8-inch, which is larger than a 6-inch, if that's what you mean, by Virtua, GTI. I prefer. But imagine that I'm talking to you. That's why you have to adapt to your reality. Imagine I'm talking to you, but you are a guy, I don't know you, your life. And you are a guy that moves a lot, or that lives at Portal 9, for instance. A virtuoso will allow you to move with your car faster, without having too much weight. It's very easy to place a virtuoso in any car and go to a darker side. Or you may want, I don't know. If you're not having too much light pollution, I will improve your 8-inch. Besides, imagine, you buy an Equatorial Platform. If you buy a good one, a decent one like mine, it's decent, it's not a better one, for an 8-inch, and imagine that in 1 or 2 years, you decide that you want a 12-inch, or a 16-inch, or a 14-inch. If you have a good equatorial platform, a strong one, you can use any telescope on it. Now, the tracking on the Go to Virtuoso, I think you can do longer exposures, a bit longer. I usually do 8 seconds on the equatorial platform, 10 seconds, I go until 15 seconds. I don't go further than that because of the tracking. Trailing stars, everything elongated. But with a GTI mount, you can go to 30 seconds, for instance. But then you have the trade-off of the aperture. See, it's all relative to your, all subjective. You see, those kind of stuff that you do usually in United States is very easy to do. Here, now I think we have that service already by one company. But until now, and I don't know, I'm not sure if they are already doing that. Until now, if we have to buy a new mirror if you want, if your mirror is old, in my place. Because send it to a distant country, what you pay at the end. But in the United States you have that that comfort. Yeah, but that's the thing nowadays. To make your own mirror, I don't know. Okay, people, I will not stream tonight for sure. We'll see tomorrow. And thank you for the company. It was very funny to be here with you and very nice to be here with you, with your company. And remember to come back again in the next live stream, hopefully to watch the sky together. See you next time. Thank you and have an awesome weekend if we don't see each other. Take care.